As I was reflecting on these readings, it brought me back to one of my favorite times. It's time in high school when our high school football team, we had this great coach who really just spoke to me during this gospel. In one particular game, we weren't that bad, but we weren't all that great, this team. We had a lot of heart. Didn't have a lot of wins, but we had a lot of heart. There was some talent there. We just somewhere there in the midst. But it was towards the end of the season. And, towards the end of the season, our injured reserve list started to look a lot longer than our lineup for who was able and willing to play. So the middle of the season, we were going up a really challenging time. We're going against this big name team. If you're familiar with Baltimore County, I grew up and went to Lansdowne High School, and we were playing Hereford, which is the meat and potatoes section of Baltimore County. Good, farm-raised boys, they would say, whatever that means. But they were good. They were really good, and towards the end of the season, we are going up against this, David and Goliath type situation. And it seemed unbeatable. We're driving on the bus. We're sort of just, all right, we're going to go there. This is what's going to happen. Hopefully everyone stays healthy. Everyone that walks out on the field walks off the field in relatively the same condition. But then something miraculous happens. We go in the field, and we're hanging with them. If you're picking up they're not running up the score. They're scoring. We're scoring. We're causing interceptions. They're causing interceptions. It was going back and forth. We were keeping up with them. But I don't think that we realized it. We realized, we're keeping up with them, but they're still winning. So it's halftime, and we head into our halftime quarter on the field. We're all taking a knee, and we're just like, well, we're trying. They're winning. This is how we thought it would be. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we see the coach coming from a distance. He starts running, and he literally burst into us gathered in a circle. Literally. He doesn't do this anymore, I promise. At least I hope not. He pushes us out of the way, and what was that? And we're like, oh, he's going to tell us everything that we've done wrong. And he was so impressed by what we were doing. So impressed. He knew that we had been through so much in that season, so much in that game. And he was just happy. But he said, but you can't stop. You can't stop. You got to keep going. You got to keep doing what you were doing. We didn't win the game. But we still had a lot of heart. I blame it on the refs. Right, Colin? Yeah. That story, in a similar way, reminds me of the gospel that we hear today on this special feast of Pentecost. A much smaller scale, we have the apostles. They're gathered in this upper room, this locked room. They're scared. They're tired. They're drained. The man that they'd given up everything, threw down their nets, left their family, left their jobs, their homes, dedicated their life to following this man. He was gone. Now, and some of them are grumbling amongst each other. Well, there's this woman who said she saw something, but she's a woman. Apostle mentality. What does she know? Little did they know. But they were just tired. And here amongst Jesus burst through the room. The locked doors. The scared apostles. And what does he say? He says, peace be with you. And then he presents his hands and his sides. He says, peace be with you. And those two pieces, those two references to peace have two, in my opinion, very different meanings. The first piece, I know you've been through a lot. Peace be with you. You have been through so much. My peace, I'm giving it to you. The struggle is real. You've been through so much. You've given up so much. I understand. I'm here with you. That second piece be with you. A lot different than the first. Second piece be with you says, you got to go. And it's not going to be easy. Because what does he do? What does Jesus do before that second piece be with you? He holds out his hands. Points to his side. This is the peace I'm offering you. It's not going to be easy. We know at the cross, all of the apostles, except one, all of the apostles, they abandoned him. Gone. We know by the end of the book of Acts, every one of those apostles, with the exception of one, they tried to get rid of them, but it didn't work. All of them are willingly going to die for their faith in Jesus. That peace, it's a very different peace. It's almost a scary peace. But it's a peace nonetheless we need to hear. Throughout our life, we have Pentecost moments. We have moments when the Spirit says, I know you are struggling. I know it. Peace be with you. But guess what? Here comes that other piece. Your struggling's not done. You've got to keep going. Got to keep going. The Spirit, in the Spirit's own way, breaks into our lives as a reminder, I am still here. Those Pentecost moments, when diaconate formation felt too much to me and my family, the Spirit says, peace be with you. But guess what? You're not done. Even today, that same Spirit, peace be with you. Guess what? You're not done. When you're caring for a loved one who's sick, peace be with you. I know it's been hard. I know it's been hard, but you're not done. You will need my peace going into this. You will need my peace. When the bills outweigh the income and they just keep coming and coming and coming, peace be with you. It's tough, I know. But you're not done yet. There's more to be done. When you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, every one of us may know someone in that position, may be in that position ourselves. I know you're struggling. Peace be with you. But you're not done yet. You will need my peace. When we see a loved one who's gone away from the church for whatever reason, and we just pray day in and day out, please, Lord, let them find peace. Jesus says, peace be with you. But you're not done yet. Keep those prayers coming. Brothers and sisters, I can't tell you that the Spirit is going to miraculously heal all your ailments. I can't tell you that tomorrow the Spirit will fill your wallets with all the money you could imagine. I can't tell you the Spirit will change the way your loved one feels about the church. But I can tell you that that Spirit, that peace that the Spirit offers, it's there. And day in and day out, that Spirit tells us, you're not done yet. There's more to go. Keep going. Look for that peace, even in the midst of our own stuff. We all have stuff. Spirit says, I'm going to see you through it. And I'm going to give you my peace so that you can get through it. So, brothers and sisters, on this feast of Pentecost, let us remember that peace, that Spirit is here in each and every one of us. And in the midst of those downtrodden moments, when the other team seems just unbeatable, no matter how hard you try, you can't even hang with them, the Spirit says, peace be with you. I hope you all, whatever way is needed, find that peace in this day.